Our calendar guides us through the year. It marks the passage of time. But have you ever stopped to wonder where the names of the months come from? These names are not random. They are echoes of the past. Each month's name tells a story. These stories take us back to ancient Rome. They speak of gods and goddesses, festivals and emperors. This journey through time will uncover the fascinating origins of the months. We'll explore the myths and legends behind their names. Imagine the Roman Empire in its glory. Picture their gods, their festivals, and their powerful rulers. These ancient stories still resonate today. They remind us of the enduring power of the past. Join me as we travel back in time. Let's explore the fascinating origins of the months of the year. January kicks off the year. It's a time for fresh starts and new beginnings. This month's name reflects this spirit of renewal. January is named after Janus, the Roman god of beginnings. Janus is unique. He is depicted with two faces. One face looks back at the past, the other looks forward to the future. This imagery is powerful. January is a time to reflect on the year gone by. It's also a time to look ahead with hope and anticipation. Imagine ancient Romans celebrating the arrival of January. They would honor Janus with offerings and prayers. They believed he held the key to a prosperous year ahead. Janus's two faces remind us that every ending is also a beginning. February is the shortest month. It's a time of transition. Winter's grip starts to loosen, hints of spring appear. The month's name reflects this period of cleansing and change. February comes from the Roman festival of Februa. This festival was a time of purification. Romans performed rituals to cleanse themselves of the past year's sins and wrongdoings. They made sacrifices to appease the gods. Originally, February was the last month of the Roman calendar. It was a time to tie up loose ends and prepare for the new year. Imagine the bustling streets of Rome during February. People would be making offerings at temples, seeking forgiveness and preparing for the year ahead. March marks the beginning of spring. It's a time when the natural world awakens. Life begins anew. March is named after Mars, the Roman god of war. This might seem strange. Why name a month of renewal after a god of war? There's a connection. March was the time when Roman armies would traditionally go to war. After a long winter, campaigns would resume. Mars, as the god of war, was also associated with agriculture. This link is crucial. March was a critical month for farmers. They would begin planting their crops. They prayed to Mars for a bountiful harvest. Imagine Roman soldiers preparing for battle. Picture farmers tilling their fields under the watchful eye of Mars. March was a time of both conflict and renewal. April is a month of blossoming beauty. Flowers bloom, trees regain their leaves, the world is alive with colour and warmth. The name April reflects this spirit of opening and renewal. It likely comes from the Latin word aperire. This word means to open. April is a time when nature opens up after winter's slumber. Buds open into flowers. Warmth opens up the earth for planting. It's a time of growth and promise. Imagine strolling through ancient Rome in April. The air would be filled with the sweet scent of blossoms. People would be celebrating the arrival of spring with joy and anticipation. May, goddess of growth and blooming wonders. May is a month of abundance. Flowers are in full bloom, the days are long and warm. May is a time when nature's fertility is on full display. The month's name reflects this life-giving energy. May is named after Maya. She was the Roman goddess of growth and fertility. Maya was also associated with spring and the blossoming of plants. Her influence is evident in the lushness of the month. Imagine ancient Romans celebrating May with festivals in honor of Maya. They would dance, sing, and offer sacrifices to ensure a bountiful harvest. May is a reminder that nature is a powerful force. June, Juno's blessing on marriage and family. June is a month of warmth and celebration. It's a popular time for weddings. Schools are out and families enjoy the start of summer. This focus on love, marriage and family is reflected in the month's name. June is named after Juno. She was the Roman goddess of marriage, women and childbirth. Juno was a powerful and revered figure in Roman mythology. She was the wife of Jupiter, the king of the gods. June was considered an auspicious month for marriages. People believed that Juno would bless these unions with happiness and prosperity. Imagine a Roman wedding ceremony held under the warm June sun. Guests would invoke Juno's blessings on the newly married couple. July, Caesar's immortal mark on time. July is a month of summer heat. It's a time for vacations and outdoor adventures. But July's name is tied to a powerful figure from Roman history. It's named after Julius Caesar, the famous Roman general and statesman. Originally, July was called Quintilis, meaning fifth month in Latin. It was the fifth month in the early Roman calendar. But in 45 BC, Julius Caesar reformed the Roman calendar. He made significant changes. He renamed Quintilis as Julius in his honor. This change solidified his legacy. Imagine the Roman Senate debating Caesar's calendar reforms. Picture the impact of this decision, renaming a month after a living ruler. August, an emperor's legacy in the year. August is often seen as a continuation of July's summer heat and relaxation. Like July, August is named after a prominent Roman ruler. This time it's Emperor Augustus, Julius Caesar's adopted son. Augustus was the first Roman emperor. He reigned from 27 BC to AD 14. He was a shrewd politician and a successful military leader. August was originally called Sextilis, meaning sixth month. But after Augustus's death, the Roman Senate renamed it Augustus to honor his memory. This act acknowledged his many accomplishments and contributions to the Roman Empire. Imagine the grandeur of ancient Rome under Augustus's rule. Picture the Senate's decision to honor him by renaming a month, solidifying his place in history. September. September marks the transition from summer to fall. The days grow shorter, the air turns crisp, but September's name seems out of place. It comes from the Latin word septem, meaning seven. This name is a relic of the past. It reflects a time when the Roman calendar had only 10 months. In the original Roman calendar, March was the first month. September was the seventh. However, when January and February were added to the calendar, September's numerical position shifted. It became the ninth month. Despite this change, its original name stuck. Imagine the confusion that might have arisen when two new months were added to the calendar. Think about the persistence of tradition, as September's name remained unchanged despite its numerical shift. October, November and December. These month names have a shared history with September. October's name too is a reminder of the calendar's evolution. It comes from the Latin word octo, meaning 8. Farmers would be gathering their crops, celebrating their bounty and giving thanks for the earth's abundance. November comes from the Latin word novum, meaning 9. The days continue to shorten, the air grows colder, winter approaches. And lastly, December. December is a month of celebration and reflection. It's a time for holidays, family gatherings, and looking back on the year gone by. December's name reflects its original position as the last month of the year in the early Roman calendar. It comes from the Latin word decem, meaning 10. December was a time of great festivity in ancient Rome. The Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a week-long festival honoring the god Saturn. Saturnalia was a time for feasting, gift-giving, and merriment. It was a period of social inversion, where slaves enjoyed temporary freedom and masters served their slaves. It was a period of social inversion, where slaves enjoyed temporary freedom and masters served their slaves. Imagine the streets of Rome decorated with lights and greenery during Saturnalia. Picture the joyous atmosphere as people exchanged gifts, enjoyed elaborate feasts, and celebrated the end of the year. A timeless legacy, ancient names in the modern world. The names of the months are more than just labels on a calendar. They are a fascinating link to ancient Rome. They reflect the beliefs, practices, and historical figures that shaped Roman civilization. As we've journeyed through the months, we've encountered gods and goddesses, festivals and emperors, and the evolving structure of the Roman calendar. These names have survived centuries of change. They are a testament to the enduring power of language and tradition. The next time you glance at a calendar, take a moment to appreciate the stories behind the names of the months. They offer a glimpse into a rich and fascinating past. These ancient names remind us that we are connected to the people who came before us. They remind us that history is not just a collection of dates and events. History is a tapestry woven from the lives, beliefs and stories of countless individuals. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got this far in the video, it would mean a lot if you liked the video and subscribed for more history and mythology. I'm obsessed with history, and I've become obsessed with making videos about the ancient past. I have many more videos coming soon about Vikings, ancient Egyptians and Celtic history and mythology. So until next time, this has been Harness Ancient Wisdom.